Welcome back, everybody, as I am here joined in the interview lounge by xPeke and Ocelote, of course, two of our Spanish superstars here in the European LCS. So, xPeke, let me start by asking you about that game. Just suffered a loss against SK Gaming. So what was the key factor that you guys didn't control?
The early game. The game was, I don't know. We did really good because we managed to actually stay in the game, but I think the early was awful. Every lane was behind. They got drakes, they got turrets, and the only reason why we stayed in the game so long is because I was split pushing, and I was doing really good. They were not able to get any objectives. Like they couldn't even take turrets that easily. Every time they took a turret as 5, I was able to take one alone. So that made us stay in the game for a long time. And I think there were a couple of barons that we should have done better. One of them, we were a bit confused because we had vision on them, but we didn't see them attacking baron, because they were like just standing there, and we thought, okay, let's just wait, and we didn't go in at all, and we lost it. And the other baron, we should just go in, but we hesitated a bit, and when it was too late, they had it, and they didn't take that much. It was hard for them to take turrets even with baron, but baron a bit of advantage. They did some damage on turrets, and after 3 or 4 baron, they started to take inhibitor turrets, and yeah, we couldn't do anything. Last fight was like desperate fight. It was already over. We tried our best because we knew it was gonna be really hard, and we just engaged like we could really badly.
Yeah, Carlos, a very long game once again, despite having a very strong early game lead. So what was the difference here? You could close it out, and you didn't have against Lemon Dogs yesterday.
Well, I think our early game was very good. As xPeke said, we won actually every lane. But afterwards, we kind of felt like we couldn't finish, but I think we actually could. So I think it was more like we were a little bit too scared, I would say. And then whenever you give Fnatic your nail, they take your whole arm. So xPeke went bottom lane, got a lot of farm, got over farm, like he almost reaches my farm as well. And we almost lose the bottom inhibitor as well by that. It's really hard to play against Fnatic. I think it's a team, for us at least, the hardest team to fight against, because even if you win this hard by 8k gold the early game, you still struggle. And I mean, you can ban Zed, you can ban TF, you can ban all the split push heroes that he will find whatever, he will find Evelyn, he will find whatever to split push with. So it's really hard. You just cannot ban. You cannot outban Fnatic split push. And they play it so well. Luckily, this time we won. I'm pretty happy about it. But we are still at the bottom, so.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about the importance of this game for both teams. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but for Fnatic, this loss, in the scheme of things right now, of course it's bad. But for SK, this was really a make-or-break moment, seeing the current being at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, you're right. I think it came to a point where half the season was already over. So we only had half the season in front. We really have to improve our gameplay. We really have to improve our tableau. And not winning this game would have been really bad for the league, really, really bad. And luckily we won it. Let's see if we can keep the momentum. I would actually love it. And as I said, if we would have lost it, it would have been such a catastrophe.
Broadening it out to the season a little bit more, SK and EG at the bottom of the standings, and people have said, oh, EG, the main problem is they can't adapt to the Season 3 meta. Now, you being Fnatic, you had a great Season 1, bad Season 2, so how did you guys do it to adapt to what Season 3 is?
Well, I don't know. We practice a lot, but I don't think EG is having as many problems as people think. I just think other teams improve. Like, I don't know, EG, when they group, they were really good, and SK and us, we were really bad compared to them at that time. So it was like only Gambit or M5 at that time and EG. And yeah, they were the top two teams. But over the time, all the teams have improved so much. Now we have improved a lot. They have improved a lot. All these new teams that before they were not even playing have improved a lot. So I don't think it's just that they are playing bad or having problems to adapt. Of course, they make some mistakes sometimes like normal players. The thing is, before they were a step ahead, and now they are on the same line as everyone. They are not even that behind. They are like 3 losses behind. They are like 1 loss behind you, yeah, and 2 or 3 behind the 5th. And yeah, if one good weekend they win 3 games and someone loses 3 games, they could get top 4 even. So I don't think they are doing that bad or that they're having so many problems.
Talk to me a little bit, maybe more about that, the fact that the playing ground has, even for a lot of teams, because of LCS, every team now that is in the LCS, of course, has the chance to have a coach, have a gaming house, have all that practice. So what is it that you specifically have to improve on now that everybody is on the same, on even?
Well, I think when it comes to this point where everybody plays this good, if you want to be a tiny bit better, you have to do this much. Like, you have to do so much more to get a little bit better. And it came to a point where everybody plays 12 hours a day, and you can only make the difference with the mindset, I think. And I don't know, having a good team spirit, I guess. So it's nothing about being talented, it's nothing about being skilled. Right now it's all about mindset, I think, because everybody puts the same amount of hours on it. It's really, really hard to be at the top. And you can see teams like AG, like SK, right now we are at the bottom, and the new teams are really up. I think, I honestly believe it's all about the mindset right now.
All right. Now, of course, you guys are two superstar mid laners here in Europe. So talk us a little bit about Season 3 and the changes for you guys, specifically in the mid lane. What has changed? What do you do now that you didn't do before? Which champions do you pick?
I play Ryze now. I never play Ryze. I practiced it like one day, and I found out that he was kind of broken. So that's the only hero I play that I didn't play before, because there was this time during Season 3 that it was about assassins, Kha'Zix, Zed, but that just went away. Now it's the same as before: Orianna, Ahri, Ryze, TF, and I don't know. That's pretty much all the heroes you see on mid lane nowadays. Or Jace is the only different one. So I don't know. I think it came like it's like it was before for me, like exactly the same. The only hero I don't play is Jace from the new ones, but the rest I play them and they are the same.
I actually like it a bit more right now, because when Kha'Zix was a little bit overpowered, with all the champions being overpowered as well, said before the nerfs, it was really, really painful. So luckily, I think things are changing. Probably this overfarm thingy that we saw in Season 2 is not going to happen that much now, because you can actually go more aggressive. But the difference with the Season 2 is basically different team play. Right now, people group up for more stuff. Right now, people understand the lanes way more. Season 2, only the Koreans actually knew how to lane swap properly. Right now, everybody knows. Like, even the worst LCS team or even one of the amateur teams can know it. No?
Even in solo queue, you see swapping.
Even in
sometimes.
solo queue, you see swapping, yeah. And everything develops in a way that everybody learns so fast. You watch the stream of myself or Peke or whatever, you can see a little thing he does, then you do it, then another guy in solo queue sees that you do it. You know, everything is developing so fast as the meta changes as well. So.
All right. Now, of course, guys, in a couple of days, I'll be heading to Tenerife for the event there. Now, as two Spaniards, you must be extremely excited to go and play on that stage. So, how excited are you?
I don't know. I have never been playing in a tournament with a full Spanish crowd. I don't know, like...
Must be crazy, actually.
Like yeah.
Because you actually go to Cologne and stuff. I mean, yeah. You go to anywhere in the world and you see everybody from other countries, you know.
I don't even know how to speak Spanish with a lot of people.
Like, I forgot totally.
Really, normally if I see someone that follows me and I speak to them, sometimes I meet someone that speaks Spanish, but not a full crowd speaking Spanish or something. I don't even know how they are going to pronounce our names, because it's totally different how they say it in English than in Spanish.
xPeke,
Ocelote, Fnatic, y el SK.
Yeah,
do you have faith that the crowd there will be the loudest we ever had?
Actually, Spanish people is really crazy, man. I hope Spanish people go nuts. Yeah. Like, I really hope so. Like you see when we went to Poland to Katowice and you did the Catherine thingy, which I hate you for that. Everybody was going crazy, you know. But I know Spain is gonna be better. People is gonna go nuts. I know that. España, os queremos.
Un saludo.
Right. Very much looking forward to seeing you guys on that stage in Tenerife, and thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
All right, now we are halfway through our day here, and there's still plenty more excitement to come. Coming up, we're going to have Lemon Dogs versus All.